Whoa, all right. We are back yet again. What's going on with the chat room? Chat room does not seem to be popping up in there. What is happening here? Oh, there it is. Oh, I must have to be on it for the chat room. Oh, that's interesting. Intriguing. All right, cool. I'm back. Now, there's no pouring of the coffee today. It's very sad, but it's because I was kind of running low on the coffee, so I made one AeroPress. It is full, as you can see in my chess.com mug. Yeah, chess.com mug. Not sponsored by chess.com, but chess.com mug. And yeah, I am sipping. I had just enough coffee left in the blue bottle this week to go ahead and finish it off with one single AeroPress. I also have some La Colombe coming in later which is a triple draft latte. You can buy those in the store, which is cool. So once I'm over it, but yeah, don't worry, R2, we got plenty of coffee to make me through. I did drink many a coffee on the live stream. Did anyone at the live stream earlier? I know that Carlo was, which was cool. I now have subscriber badges, you can see, which is pretty ridiculously awesome. The badges are kind of amazing. So you get to see the progression on my face as in beard form as you get to the different ones. Hey, Ancient, how's it going? I'm glad you're able to catch a little bit. Yeah, Sukup came on and crushed it, of course, which is super rad, which that was fun. And yeah, they're going to replay it. It's going to be archived, so you can go in and watch it later and all that stuff too. So that's pretty cool. Let me bring up my emoticon stuff here. Let's see. Ooh, cool. So, lovely. The badges should have all been monkeys. Well, the thing is, I need to get to partner so I can have more and more more and more. Or I thought about doing the badges, but then it wasn't like a progression. I thought like the nice thing with the loyalty badges, like this progression that you kind of get, the different colors. I thought about coffee. I thought these different things. And then the emoticons, I have more monkey ones and more other ones and different things that I can do once I have more. Hey, good morning, France. How's it going? I guess it's afternoon here. Probably late night there. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. Let's go over here. Let me hide this. Let me pull this up here. Let's pull this here. Perfect. Yeah, so let's jump over to my desktop. Ba-ding. Cool. So emoticons, Mooch is going to be the default. I did a little Twitter survey, and that was the number one Mooch here. Mooch also on Monkey Cam down there. Then Coffee is the tier 2, and then Crush, because, you know, we're always all about...
It should also read that I crushed it from 2013 to present.
Crushing it. And there's the loyalty badges you can see. So if you... I don't know how to zoom in on this, but let me zoom in. Progressively get it. And once I get like 2 or 3 years, if I even get that far in my Twitch streaming, then I'm gonna have like birds and things coming out of my beard and all this stuff. So right now I got like a little something in there. It's pretty cute. I like it. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Ancient. That was great. I felt my entire body was all crinkly and all like afterwards, like my shoulders, I had to do have this $20 shoulder massager. It is so tight right now. Ugh, like I was standing up, so now I'm actually sitting down right now. But yeah, it was kind of extremely painful. I mean, I was streaming for 5 hours straight, and of course then I'm streaming back more. So why not? Why not? Yeah. Oh, cool. Now, I don't think the emoticons are up yet because they have to approve all of them, and I just submitted them. I just got them up, but hopefully by tomorrow or whatever, they'll be there. So that would be ideal. They're kind of weird. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. Yeah. Whoa. Mortal, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Pretty rad. Love those followers. We're on our way to 5 hundo. Slowly but surely. Appreciate that. I know. Well, I think that's the thing. The problem is with Twitch, right? If you do this workshop and then you do breaks in between, you're just going to lose a bunch of people. So even the 5-minute one, I know we lost a bunch of people on just because, like, I got other things to do or chess is happening. So what am I doing? Okay, so we're going to work more on my branch to do Xamarin.Forms, the checkbox. So I got some good feedback. There seems to be a lot of things in here. So the first thing I'm curious about is, where's my checkbox? There it is. I got some good feedback from Rui, I think. So this is where I was at so far at the end. I got it working on Android. Learning a lot of things about pulling in items, but let me see. I should be able to, let's resolve conflicts first. We definitely want, oh, they're adding collection view. Interesting. Okay. I think I might move these around. Let's go ahead and put these down in here. Any other conflicts? That looks good. I love the UI. I haven't started the app yet, Ancient Coder. No, probably. Oh man, at this point, I'm going on holiday next week, so I won't be here next week. But I'm hoping for December, January. I'm not really super rushed on it right now, but I do have some things in action. I got added to a project, vnext +1. I don't know what vnext +1 means, but whatever. I'm gonna do that. So this should have pulled up some stuff. So let's see. Let's go in and let's sync. Now I learned that I did a bunch of stuff wrong when I was implementing this checkbox for Android. So people seem to be happy about this. This is good. If you need to get access to this, you just do what. It'll link you over to it. So what I found out is that they're not adding new controls in non-app compat. So that's kind of cool. So I think I just need to delete the non-app compat checkbox if there is a vnext next. Well, and then he also said that, so he said I can delete the non-app compat one. Hey, Game Gen, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate the follow. Mooch does too. Mooch is just giving blank stares directly into the microphone. There we go. So he was saying that I should look at copying the app compat image button render inside of the Android namespace. We also put them into the Android namespace. So a lot of things have changed in the last week. Like there's a new image button that was released. It looks like they're putting the carousel view in for the next version into master. So I think inside of here, platforms, Android, what I want to do is, where did I put my checkbox render? Oh, there's so many things. Renderers. So he was saying that there's also a fast renderer and I have a app compat. So I have so many renders. I have checkbox render inside of app compat. And then I also have a checkbox renderer. But what he was saying is that don't put the app compat one inside of it. So he was saying that ideally for new controls on Android, we just use the fast renderer structure to eliminate the unnecessary view group in the hierarchy. A slimmed down version of the button renderer should work. Which seems as if we can start to try to implement that, I guess. That one's a very long one. So what we want to do, I guess, at a, see, like button renderer has like a app compat button renderer and a fast renderer. So
I'm way
Oh. Hey, Code Mill Matt, how's it going? Matt Suko, hooking it up. Appreciate that. So let's delete the checkbox renderer, which was the old one. Okay. Now what they were saying is inside of, do I not have fetch? Maybe, where's my history at? View history. Okay. Image button render. Okay, cool. So I think what we want to do is look at, let's say, is a frame renderer easy? No. I don't know what the difference between a fast renderer and a non-fast renderer is. Card view. And then if I look at frame renderer and app compat. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this into here, into fast renderers. And this will be, oh, I see. Fast render. So we have a checkbox renderer, which can be fast renders dot frame run. This will be fast renders. Okay, just get rid of that. And then did someone do work on this? No. Okay. So then instead of this being in here, I'm way up. I feel. Oh, hey Tara. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Drake thanks you. Mooch thanks you. I thank you. Everybody thanks you. I appreciate you for being you. Now the cool thing here, since it's a checkbox render, we're not going to give it the benefit of not passing in the context because it's not there. Yeah. Oh, so maybe I don't even need. Maybe I don't even need the app compat version of it at all. So I can like delete this. I was curious where the image button renderer is. Oh, it's in app compat. Okay, so there's an image button renderer, but it's not in. This is a fast renderer. Oh gosh, this is very convoluted. App compat image button didn't. Oh, I see. I see. So let's put that back. So let's delete. So these are like up. These are like fancier new ones. I see what's happening on here. So, oh gosh. So frame render is not a good one. What we want to do is look at image button renderer, which is probably the new hotness. So if I pair this over here, what we can see is that we can remove this. Okay, we're going to put this into the actual namespace of where it's at. We're then going to say that it is a... It's going to inherit from app compat. So they're going to put these on the new lines is what I'm seeing here. So this checkbox render is also a oh wow, interesting. So they have iCompat. It's an iVisual element renderer. It is a oh man, what does that need? Whoa. Huh. It's not a border. Checkbox renderer. There's like so much. I don't understand what's happening. Oh, wow. Okay, so this thing needs to implement all of these things. I'm curious here. Let's see. So I'm trying to figure out this new fast renderer thing. There's really no good documentation that I can find on how I'm supposed to implement this thing. Assumption is maybe I could just kind of copy and paste over all the stuff. Maybe, let's see here, a view. I wonder if a view has I unchecked. Nope. Do a compound button is probably dot widget dot compound button. Put an A in front of it because they like that for some reason. Oh geez. Let's get rid of that. Man, it's like very complicated. Thanks. When this is this? Well, this is a direct contribution into Xamarin.Forms directly. So there's that. So I hope that it gets pulled in directly is my hope. So is my hope. Okay, so let's see here. It says I need to implement a bunch of new things. Bop, bop, bop. Focus changed listener. Probably do need that A view thing, huh? On click, on touch, on visual element. Let's see what this requires. Boop. Okay, so it requires all these things. That's good. Visual element. So here, what we can do is they're putting in a... Oh wow, this is a little nutty. They have a tracker. So they have... Where's their tracker at? Okay, so we have a... There needs to be some scaffolding to all this, I think, is my problem. So they have a visual element tracker, renderer, border background. They have their own reference to a checkbox, which is underscore checkbox for some reason. And they also have all this stuff. Okay. So here, element, they have... Oh, geez, it's all very complicated. I could use the fast renderer. It was very complicated, so I don't know. Okay. So here, we're just going to start copying stuff. Copying stuff over. Basically deleting everything we did. Stupid. Let's see. Let's see here. This thing is going to be a platform element configuration changed. Let's just copy this image button stuff over. Oh, interesting. Great. Okay. So let's see here. I wish they had a better, easier fast renderer. This one's so like complicated. Do they have a fast render for Switch? No. That's what my problem is. Like nothing is easy, but
nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible. So this is a fast render to forms, text, view. Okay. Let's see. Oh geez. Oh geez. Nothing is impossible, but this definitely is not super easy to implement. So let's see. Let's see what we have. Well, what I'm gonna do at the end of the day, just like I did before, is I will simply copy and paste all this down and then change a bunch of stuff. I think that's how you code, right? Is you just change a bunch of stuff. So
some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard.
whoa, hey Breaker TV, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. 2 months in a row. Woo! Nice. Appreciate that. Super nice. Tier 1 sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, this is how you do it. This is legitimately how you do stuff. There's also we don't have a background. So we have, there's no border background manager because we don't have that. So that's good. We have a checkbox. The element is a checkbox. There we go. This tracker. Ooh. Oh, what did I do? Now that I copied everything over, it's very mad. Checkbox is a type. Oh, I see. So this should be checkbox. And then this should be a checkbox. There we go. And then checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. Cool. Seems as if all of this is scaffolding. So like nothing really interesting here to do. I'm not an image renderer. I am an app compat checkbox. So that's good. That's this control. This is a checkbox renderer. Cool. Sound is set on click. I need to look at my old code now that I deleted all my old code. Smart. Let's go into my Solution Explorer, Team Explorer. Let us bring back the old checkbox renderer, because why not? And then we can kind of compare and contrast. So if I have a checkbox, do we delete this? Renders, let's go ahead and add existing item. Okay. So the old checkbox renderer, I'm going to put on my other screen over here. That was a this is what I did here. So I implemented this onCheck changed, which is a onChecked change listener. There we go. Element, and what they're doing, let's see here, there's dispose, invalidate, size, desired size, set element, draw, set label for, there is none of those, on touch event, on update padding, transparent, property changed, focus changed. I wonder if we have an focus. A view dot eye on focus. Change listener. Seems accurate. Okay. Oh, I see. Eye visual. Oh. It's not a view. Okay, I'll probably come back to that. App-compat this. Cannot convert type from app-compat checkbox. Oh. Okay. So this is a checkbox render, but it is also an app-compat checkbox. That's cool. Whoa, thanks for the bits. Alicio, appreciate that. Of course, all the bits, subs, all those good things go directly to charity. Appreciate that. All right. People on the board. Bits. Me figuring out what to do. Remember how I had everything working? And then they're like, oh, just use a fast renderer. That's obviously. It's exactly what I wanted to do. It's not easy. I need like someone to actually walk me through how to do this. So checkbox, that's the element. A view. I don't know. Okay, so I think maybe because background tracker, we don't have that. Let's get rid of this. Eye on set does not exist. So what do? They do a what is that? What is a set? Yeah, probably. Apparently, it is perhaps the last one that I want to write. Set click listener is on a view. Huh. App-compat image button. Fast renderers. So fast. So renderers. iVisual element renderer does not implement iDisposable. It's right there. iDispose, invalidate, draw on touch event. Okay, so this can be, what are these things? Maybe I just need to include all of them. Like, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do is like, I'll just like take this, so fast, so furious. So if I just like implement all these things, it's like, oh, it's so mad at me, right? I literally just copied the code over. How is it mad at me? So these are the other things that are in there. I don't need a default label. Input transparent. I don't think I need that. Okay. Hmm. Pretty sure I'm doing this right. It's very hard to say. Okay, so set padding does not exist. Tag. How is this? Am I in the wrong namespace? Like, I don't understand how. I don't understand how this thing doesn't have Android support v7 widget. Yes. Okay. Okay, so checkbox, view. I think maybe because I just haven't filled in the rest of this yet. So checkbox renderer. This dot set. I think that's a checkbox. Let's start slow, maybe. Let's delete all this. Oh, I know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. Because my checkbox render is actually in the same namespace. I was like, what just happened? Well, it's because my other checkbox that I added back is actually in a different complete namespace. So now it makes sense. Okay, so now I fixed up a lot of stuff. So I don't need any of this stuff. There we go. The only thing I need is just these two things, about 90. Oh, maybe the focus thing. Click and touch. Pretty sure I don't need those at all. Just focus change and a compound button. None of this. Okay, cool. Now we're good. The problem is I added that other renderer back and then it kind of fell off and it got very upset at me. So now we're good. Okay, cool. I think what happens is... okay, so let's see. It's not element. I guess I could set it on something else. So let's look at what this other thing does. I guess it would be the actual checkbox. Oh wait, what's this iView controller? Button element manager on click, on touch. Oh, interesting. So this is now an I element controller. And this will be the actual checkbox. So whenever that happens, boom, execute that. So we probably want to put that in with our other on touch event, which I don't think we need. Image related. On focus change general state. This will be, okay, so on checkbox related. So that'll be the input. So we don't have this. This will be checkbox. I don't think we have padding on it. So can delete all this. I'm starting to feel about 1,000 times better now. On touch, on this. Yeah, I don't think we need that either. Get rid of that. On focus change. This will be a checkbox. 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 Is there any more image? Image button. Image button element. Don't need this. Image element tracker. What's that? Ooh, fancy. I don't have one of those. This will be that. Checkbox, property change, checkbox, clear renderer property, checkbox. There we go. That's good. Invalidate. That's good. Minimum size, new size, checkbox, set element. Checkbox, 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 checkbox. Is this a checkbox? And checkbox. Okay. Type of checkbox. Image. Don't need this. I don't have any padding, any of this. That's good. We'll leave that here for now because I think I want to add something here for the background color. But the nice thing is we should be getting up there. This is good. Oh man, I think we just did it. Fast rendered. We just got fast rendered. Draw. What's in draw? The image button is none. I think this is all garbage. There's nothing to draw. Go away. Okay, this is looking better. Okay, so what's left? What is it mad at? Label for? Don't need that. No label. No label on that checkbox. Cool. Wow, this is actually minimal code. Granted, there's a bunch of stuff that probably doesn't really need to do much, as like the trackers, disposals. These are the defaults. Tag equals this. We're looking better. We're looking good. Cool. Okay, so now, how do we new up a new checkbox? Oh. Visual element render. Label. Ooh. Guess it needs that. Where'd that go? Label. Interesting. So this is like label 4. I don't think there is a label. I guess I'll just add it because there's my label 4. That's the question. Label. Int. Oh, I don't know what that means. That is interesting though, but okay. Okay. No, the question I have is, can I get rid of all this junk? I think I want colors at some point, but tracker, checkbox. I wonder if everything just kind of still works and renders. And if so, then that would be super rad. Pyro, thank you for the follows. I appreciate that. Of course, Breaker, thank you for the resub. Up for 2 months. Get some sweet badges up there. Everyone else, thanks for the bits. I appreciate that. What is R2 got there? 1,000 people be cheering. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, let's see if I can. I have these galleries, and we totally maybe can recompile Android. See if this works. I probably broke some stuff, I would assume, that there's maybe some other issues going on, but yeah, we'll see. Where is our gallery? Yeah, so now we broke this, but I don't know. Where's my, is there an image button in here? I think it does it automatically now? So that becomes the question, is where is my image button? And is there one in here? So one thing I did ahead of time was export correctly. And we export already the root renderer. So inside of here, we should have a checkbox. Okay, so that should work. And where is my... Let's see if this compiles again. And where is our control gallery? Android. Is that that's a project, right? I have my phone over here. Let's see. Saw my monkeys from this morning on the live stream, so that was cool. Let's see. Let's see if this still, fingers crossed, actually works. Well, that's a page. There we go. Let's see if we can get this up. Yeah, I guess since it is, oh, that's kind of cool. It like literally removes that layer. So it is this control is a checkbox renderer. Boom. And so that's a lot better. And then it implements a few interfaces. I'm into it. I'm into it. I am not mad at it. I wonder, did I have to set a state before? Is checked. I think you set it and then it changes it. Oh man, yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's gonna probably lock up. There we go. Skipping a few frames. I did turbo boost my computer the other day. That was pretty cool. So I'm seeing if my computer will be able to hang up with things. I need to probably get a new CPU and do new things, but we'll see. All right, let's see if this addresses the feedback here that we got. So get rid of this, fast renderer, do stuff. Of course, my thing fails for some reason, but that's fine. Come on, what's it doing? Everybody loves custom renderers. Checkbox. That's so fast renderer. The fastest of the fast renderers in the entire world. Dun, 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 dun. Still building, deploying. And then I think also, once that's done, I can remove my old checkbox renderer. All right. It's very, very interesting. It's like most of this stuff seems very simplistic, like as far as moving it across. It just doesn't seem like there's that much work to put into, like, here's the control, just like bubble up a few events and then it's done. And so ideally, once there's a template like this where it's like, oh, this is a very simple control that you can just blah 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 blah, ideally we could just add more and more and more and more, which would be nice. This thing's still building. Okay, now it's doing stuff. Oh, there we go. Signing. Building Xamarin.Forms. At least they're adding new controls with fast renderers already in mind. So any new control is a fast renderer. I think there should be guides on how to contribute to forms better. I think so. Minimum size. New size. Oh, come on. Come on, sign. Here we go. Here we go. Launch. Okay. Okay, so I had a checkbox gallery. Checkbox. Heyo. And then here we can make sure that the is checked view. There we go. So check view, fast renderer, still working. All right. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I believe that the other thing that we can do is set the color of it. So let me look here really quick because I think this is something I want to probably bake in to the rest of it. So if I look at the switch control, where is it? That was what I was modeling this off of. So the switch control, oh, where'd the chat go? This room, does it remove the chat icon? Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. So the checkbox renderer here. Okay, so well, I think we want to bring, it's like these are the same, but I'm pretty sure I want to bring in this color. All right, here we go. So we have those things. Okay, so we want to put them right here. There we go. And this shouldn't be, I don't know if it should be on color or not. Because the switch is toggle, but I guess it is the on color. The highlighting of it. I can just put it there, I guess. This would be a checkbox. And then I believe that that is all we have inside of here. Perfect. Same thing here. These are all done. There's a check change it event. So if I want to get really fancy with it, what I should be able to do is look at the, we have an on color. I don't know if that's the right name for it, but we'll pretend like it is in general. Because the Switch app compat is literally the exact same control. So if I was to look at the Switch renderer here, let's put this over on my other screen. We also want to get rid of app compat. Where did I put that? Okay, so we should probably move this around. So checkbox render, this is the old one. Delete. Done. Get out of here. And then this is not a... Oh, it is app compat. It doesn't go in fast renderers. Those are special fast renderers. Okay. Oh, geez. And I think that in here, I want a... I wish there was a switch fast renderer. They could probably do that. But I'm pretty sure I need this default track drawable in here. And that drawable will be a new color. That'll be, there we go, on. Close that, invalidate, minimum size, set element. I think it'll be here. So this will be, so that's the thing, is these don't need to be control. I wonder if there's another fast renderer that has a color. No. Label render? I must have a color. Last update color. Update text. Update color. Set text color. Ah. That's cool. That's easy enough. So I think here, instead of doing all this craziness, label. This could just be checkbox dot color on color. Okay. And then this color, this could be my last. Is it a drawable though? Set as a color. Let's do this. Okay. So if it is default, set it to the default. Man, this seems complicated. I don't think that's what I want to do. Where is my switch app compat checkbox color? I think there are states to it. So there's like a check state, an unchecked state, like all these different states. There's like all these things. Oh man. Yeah, default trackable state, which I think is what the switch state has. Oh geez. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back in time. Let's put it back to this again. This is probably actually correct. Instead of element, we can just say if checkbox equals null. And if checkbox on color track drawable. I want to know where this track drawable comes from. Go to definition. Control. Oh man. Track drawable. Track drawable. So that is a compound button.
I'm way up, I feel blessed.
Ayo. Hey V, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm literally just sitting here attempting to figure out how to set a color filter on the app compat checkbox. Let's see here. Where did I just had some Stack Overflow up. App compat checkbox. There we go. This person says It's like it's button tint. I believe this is an error. My workaround by adding the 2 lines. Button tint. Yeah. This one's a little complex. Switch compat has a track drawable. Let's look at the widget. I think it's always funny that checkbox. I think it's funny that switch is like in a different place. If you just look at switch, it's actually like switch compat instead of app compat. Checkbox. Has this color state list. Yeah, man. That's what it has, so it's very complicated. Yeah, this is what you have to do. It's this is what you have to do. That's annoying. That is annoying. Okay, so I think we can do this. Bar background color. What did I just say? That was the support button tint list. And in this instance, we need not a drawable, we need a tint. Okay, so I see. So we don't even need this. So I think what we can do is we can say if we should be able to null it out if that's the default. If control is checked, I think that we don't want any of this. What we need here is just to say what we're gonna do is we're gonna say support button tint list equals color state list dot. And then this is going to be our value of, and then from the code line we're going to do the checkbox color dot to Android. There we go. But then we're also going to do control dot this mode equals dot porter duff dot mode dot src. There we go. Okay, so what this means is this should work, but I need to also say if e dot property name equals checkbox dot on color property dot name, then do update on color. There we go. I think that'll work. Okay, so what we can do is back in our page control gallery, we can go into our shared code, and then we have a checkbox. Controls. Nope. Where are my gallery pages? Checkbox. Platform specifics. Cells. Code only. Collection view. Oh, that's a collection view. That's interesting. Where is my gallery pages? Where is my checkbox? Checkbox. Checkbox. Checkbox gallery page. Okay, cool. So this does support true, false. That's a core page, and then I can also do a how do I do is check new checkbox is checked. Oh, I think also I need to put a set element. Then here I need to probably let's see, update on color. There we go. All right. Okay.
I'm way up, I feel blessed.
Hey, Lord Deca, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Getting some followers up real close to that 400, which is pretty awesome. We are getting through optimizing some of the Xamarin.Forms code on this thing here. Now, of course, I need to always figure out how to do color container. And this is like checkbox, test.checkbox. This should be like on color. Checkbox. Where's my switch? There's switch, but like doesn't actually do anything. That's good. All right, so cool. But what I want to do here is I want to do and then color container. Color? I don't know. Color? And then I should be able to do set that equal to a color dot orange, like that maybe. Let's see if that works. Just gonna debug it. Yeah, this custom render is like way more complicated than normally what you have to do a custom, because usually you're just tweaking existing controls or doing other things, but I think this is what I want to do here. Value view container. I don't know. But let us delete that. Delete that. Delete that. And then we can check this in. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then I want to do Windows. That'll be easy enough, I believe. UWP. Because that's literally just a checkbox. And then there's iOS, and that one I have to custom draw from scratch. So there's that. But we shall see. Everybody loves custom controls. I only want to do iOS, Android, and Windows. I don't want to do any of the other ones, but skipping some frames. Let's see. I hope this works. I hope this works. My assumption is I could almost copy and paste this into iOS. If iOS has fast renders, question mark. All right, here we go. Now let's see here. That's interesting. So that's default, which is probably not what I want. Huh. On color. Oh. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, no. Oh, geez. That's not good. Hmm. Let's see. Set. It should be. Nobody knows. Checked state. There's like an unchecked. I think fast renders are only it. So support, you have to set the tint with the color state you want. Oh, interesting. I wonder if I need the default. Like, what is the default? Oh, there's a dog outside. That was not me. Okay, so we probably want a color state list. This will be default color state list. Okay, so then what we can do is we can say color state list equals null. Then I can do underscore default color state equals checkbox dot color. Is it control? Oops. This is state list. What did I just set? I set the support button tint list. Oop. All right, and then this one should be, I bet I don't need this at all. This, but I probably need, yeah, that's not good. I probably need a, like off, I bet. Where is it at? Checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. Checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. on color. But I can probably do this for now, right? So I can do so I should be able to do an Android dot resource dot attribute dot is there state checked. What are these? Let's look this up. Why is it not there? Negative checked and unchecked. This question may help you. Why doesn't it exist? Oh, that's why. That's probably why. It needs to be global. State checked. This is also the same, but the opposite. Cool. And this one, the checked, should be this. Boop. And then this really should be the default state color list. Return the default color in the state list. Should get color for state, which is going to be, let's just barcode. State checked. Should be this. So we'll turn it back to that. There. It needs a default color. This gray, in case it doesn't have one. Oh, that should be a new int array of state unchecked. Doop. Then you give it this. There we go. How come it has weird, crazy... Jeez, let's get rid of this. Let's clean this up. It's actually not super pretty, so probably should drop these down, drop this down, drop this down. Okay, that's better. Move this over, drop this down, drop this down, drop this down. Oops. I should go here, drop this down to there. Better. Okay, cool. Let's try again. Oh, where'd that go? There. So this is the default color state, and ideally, as long as this control is created at this point, I'm interested to know, then it should get that background tint list from the system. That'll be the user's default state. So we're saving out the default color state list of the property. So if we wanted to add a new unchecked, like checked color, unchecked color, it's probably a better name for it than on color. Let's change that. Let's just change that. Checked color. On color. Checked color. Checked color property. There we go. Checkbox. Color.default. Okay, cool. At least for that, that should. There we go. Let's try that out. Oop. Checked color property. Perfect. Boom. Oh, also, gosh darn it. Back in my, where's it at? Back in my control gallery, where I don't know where anything are at inside of here. Oh, this is correct. Where I can't figure out where anything is at. Checkbox gallery. There we go. There we go. Check the color. Boom. Now we can run it. Whew. Mm-hmm. Oy. Ugh. Getting old. I'm getting old. Sitting and streaming. Everyone ready for the weekend? I know I'm ready for the weekend. It's totally happening. My sister just moved to town, so I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna do some stuff. Checking out the internets. It's still really nice here in Seattle. It's not dark yet. It's so lovely. Yeah, Dennis V, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure that fast renders are only Android at this point. So probably all that code that we wrote earlier for, we can look here. It's already the weekend. Australia. Oh my goodness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, because all of them are in here. So like this is just a switch render. Oh wow, that's really lightweight. I like that. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I can't wait to copy this. Oh, there's no checkbox. Gosh darn it. Why is there not a checkbox? Everyone's ready for the weekend, but they're watching me and Ryan. R2 is already like, whoa, Australia. I love Australia. All right, let's see how this works. Please tell me this works. Okay, our checkbox is back, but it is completely... Oh, so maybe I did mess that up then. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Huh. What did I do? Oh, maybe I broke something in here. Oh, maybe the control is null. It's pretty clear that something is happening here on my colors because I'm setting the color. Yeah, I don't actually No, I assume that, I think that on the checkbox, the color states are the on state here. This is actually the color that you want, and the other one is like a default color state. So I bet that this is not set yet. I bet that's what's happening. I think that's what's happening when I set it. It's like setting it, but so it's probably null. So this gets set to null, but I probably just need to grab it first. Yeah, I should probably just move this down into here. Let's see. Just curious of what's happening. Yeah, that's the entire goal. Is like, I'm pretty sure that the color states for tint is just a generic tint for Android. So like, there's nothing in here. I don't know why it's not debugging properly, but my assumption here is that it's not debugging this for some reason. I'm curious if I do this, and then I could do if. Where's control at? It's this. Okay, so that can't be null. Yeah, if null, return. So let's see. It's like if it doesn't have one, then you can't really do anything. So let's try this. And that's my assumption, is that it doesn't have, it's applying the bindings and doesn't have stuff yet, maybe. Not sure why this isn't debugging. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on Android, like the color state, yeah, you can't really change too much for checked or unchecked, and it applies a tint. So the tint itself is this tint list, and a tint list, Android's like way overly complicated, but it has all these states. So like it has all these crazy states and colors in it, and then it gets it. It's usually from XML, so you don't really see it in the code behind. That's why this is really gross and ugly. Code behind on Android is just really gross in general. Like it's pretty disgusting to look at. Like this is really ugly code compared to usually how it is it's usually set up inside of like XML, so it's really pretty. So you're like, oh, here's all my states, here's all my colors, and they're all bound up, and you just apply that. And you normally aren't changing things dynamically, so you're usually setting everything in XML, so you never have to worry about this hot mess of just ridiculousness. But where's my check? Okay, so now the default is working. That's good. Because it shouldn't be black, but it should be this. It's great. Did not set it to. And it's not debugging for some reason. Maybe it's not making it here. Is checkbox not null? They're setting the button tint list. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah, usually you do checkbox button drawable set tint. Oh, you think it's just set tint? No. Button tint list. this crashes, but something like this works. Yeah, I think you want to leave the all the other defaults in there. Button tint list. We can try that. Let's see. Oops. I'd be surprised if it was different though. Because the support one should probably handle it correctly. See, that's in the actual button itself, but not actually the... Oh, they're setting the... Oh yeah, this is a new color. So, and colors, these are the colors. Let's see. It's hard to say because for some reason it's not actually outputting the... It's not hitting the breakpoints. I'm not sure why. It's not very helpful if it doesn't do that. Let's see if this works. Else, we can just comment out the code for now and carry on. Let's see here. Checkbox. This is good because it's the default. And then this should... Nope. Not gonna do it. I'm about 1000% sure that this is creating a new checkbox that sets the checked color to that. I don't know why the breakpoints aren't hitting though. Wonder if I need to not do fast deploy. Oh. If I clean, I don't know why I don't know why it has all these options on. I would like for this to be faster, not slower building. But ideally, yeah, checkbox button. I'm not positive. Checked, unchecked. Yeah, these are like all of them, right? So there's state enabled, state opposite of state enabled, focus, not focus, and you can set all these different things. So many things. I might just skip the colorization and try to get to the other one, but I would like to get the debugging just to make sure that's actually hitting it, so I know that it's changing it. Seems odd to me, but that's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. States on Android are very hard. I'm not a huge fan of how they implemented it, but I mean, it makes some sense, but okay, now that our frames have dropped. Let's see. This did a full clean and rebuild, so maybe I just needed to do a full rebuild of everything to get the debug to work. I don't know why it's mad now here. Come on. I wonder if any other controls have a color state list. Tabbed page render, color extensions. Original tab icons, other ones, other sliders. Progress tint. Yeah, I wonder if I need to set the tint modes. Yeah, it's interesting because it says I can just do seek bar. Default thumb color. Oh, interesting. It was greater than Kit Kat. Seek bar progress in. Man, this is rough on the recompile. Come on. Okay, so the other thing I can do is a tint compound drawable. I'm almost 1,000% sure that it's the support tint list. This mode should be a porter buff, porter duff dot mode dot source in. Oh, geez. Let's see. Color state list dot from. I think I did this previously and then I like messed it all up, but so this is a porter duff dot mode. try that. And then this we could do. Mode, let's do the support. The only reason I think it's this is because I was reading those other things. They're like right here. They're literally part of the checkbox itself. Like they're on it, right? They're literally in it. So I don't get. Checkbox. Oh, you're right. Set button tint list. For anyone struggling with this, you have to set that with the color shade you want. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so it's not support. You're right. Apparently you are correct. So let's get out of there. Apparently it doesn't use that. Button tint mode. Button tint mode. Button tint list. Okay, let's try that. Button tint mode. Let's try that. Let us try this. Changing the checkbox color pragmatically. Do 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 do. Oh, interesting. So, woo. I see. That's good. Android API, Android API, Android dashboard. 21 is lollipop. Okay, so if it's lollipop, you can use set button tint list. Also, you have to use this compound button compat set button tint list. So if forms that is lollipop or newer, then I can do mode equals this, list equals this. If it does not equal this, then do that. Okay, so cool thing here is we can just do mode and then a list. There we go. Then we'll do this. We'll say if it's lollipop or newer, then we can do control dot list equals list and control dot mode equals mode. Else dot compound button compat dot set set list control list mode here, and then compound button compat dot set button mode control mode. But I bet that if I do this, this is bad too. So I think if this is if lollipop or newer, get it. Else. I think or control equals null. Then I can just get rid of these, which is fine. And then do this, but instead of this, we will do compound button compound that get tint list. I'll say control, and then I'll say get button mode control. There we go. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I bet if you just do this, it'll handle both issues. I mean, you probably don't even need to do either of them. First branch is enough. Interesting. Yeah, what you're really trying to do is set the tint color. The tint color. Tint. Oh, did it launch? It launched. Okay, let's see. May the force be with us here. Oh, I actually hit the breakpoint. That's good. Yay. So I can at least check it now. That's good. All right, let's check the color. Ooh, interesting. Button list is null. That is interesting. Support button tint list. That is the default, but it doesn't have one. So interesting. I wonder if I do this, if it gives me anything back. Nope. It is literally null. And that's also null? Okay. Interesting. It has an animated state list drawable. Okay. Oh, it's like, okay, cool. So that shouldn't change anything then. Okay. It's weird. It's like the default is null, but it's the animated. Oh, you're applying the tint to the animation, perhaps. Huh. I guess it could have a default color state if the user sets one, perhaps, for all checkboxes. Let's see. Checkbox. Yeah, this is default, so it should go in. These are already null, so that shouldn't do anything. Except for it does change it to black, so that's good. Silly. Okay. Boop. So more than anything, it's a tint color, but it's really strange that the default man, default is black. I wonder if it like blows away the that's good. Whoa. That's interesting. I wonder what happens if I do... Okay, if I do this, and then if I do like a default. Color. I think it's like accent is probably actually what I want it to be. But I think that will then set an accent color on the... Like, do you want it to be on the unchecked one? I think I can maybe set this here now that we have this set up. Then the default could still be gray because that'll be the unchecked state, and then that'll be the checked state. I think we're getting closer. At least we have it changing colors, which is correct. Okay, so there we go. So that's the default, the accent, right? Because that's the accent color. This is this. That's good. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Great. So, I think I have it. I think I figured this out. So I think if I can do this, and then I can do... This is the mode. And then the list here would be this one is going to be checkbox.checked color equals default, and if so, use the accent color, else use the on color. Get rid of this. Boop. Oh, it doesn't have a default state. Because it's null. I wonder if I just don't do anything for this and only set that. Does that do anything? Default checkbox color. Drawable. Now it's invisible. Lols. That's interesting. Android checkbox color unchecked. I think there's probably a resource for it somewhere, perhaps. Huh? Well, wow, that's literally the thing that I'm looking for. That's funny. Black. Ah. I wonder if I can do like just kind of curious if this works or not for the negative state. You can set Android theme. Oh, it's text secondary color. Huh. That's what it is. Text secondary color. That's crazy. Okay, well, that's good to know. Stupid. Android. So I think probably I need to figure out how to change the enabled color on it, because I'm probably not setting it here correctly. But so what I really need to do is I should be able to say, how do I get resources dot global Android dot resource dot color dot text secondary oh boy, what is it? It is text color secondary. Where does that live? Oh, that's cool. You could set it as a, for everything else, do the default, which is normal state. So you would do checked and then everything else. I forget that that's how you do it. So you can do this. So instead of doing the opposite of checked, you can do, let's just do dot gray. It's not, it needs to be like the theme accent color, which is like the unfortunate part, but you probably need to end up having an unchecked color. So can do that. Unchecked. Unchecked, not checked. Unchecked. Okay. Property name equals checkbox. There we go. Update the color. Oh boy. I don't think we need these default states at all, because they don't do anything. Then I could do I'm very interested in this. Very complicated. Gray else, color, checkbox. see if this works. Ah. I think so. I mean, this isn't correct. So many little things, probably. And I assume that that is most likely the state color. So disabled should have other things on top of it. Let's take a look at that. Okay. That was good. Now let's try the is enabled. Should be like a light gray, but oh, it didn't do anything else there. Okay, well that's good. It's good enough. I guess disabled should really disable it. But what we can do is see if I don't set this, if I just do a return and don't mess with anything, what happens? Ancient Coder asks, off-topic, unreachable code. Let's see what I should see what the default state is, right? So don't do anything here. There we go. Let's see what happens. What do you think about Xamarin University and the certification? I mean, I'm certified in Xamarin University. I think that I love the Xamarin University content that's in it in general. So to me, I really enjoy the content that's in there and kind of getting up to speed. I haven't gone through a lot of the classes recently. It was a while ago, but yeah. Anything specific with Xamarin University that you're interested in, I guess? I think also there's going to be a lot more content on Microsoft Learn. I don't know if you've seen the Microsoft Learn stuff at all. That's on there. So you should take a look at that too. I don't know if there's new stuff, but what I like about some of the Xamarin University stuff is you get like the guest lectures and lightning lectures and all those stuff is really cool. So I guess these are the defaults. All right, let's look at is enabled. So I check it and it changes. See, it like grays out. So it needs to do that. Wow, why can't it just do it? Okay, so this should be the opposite. State checked. State enabled. Or it really just needs to be. Didn't I see this in here somewhere? State checked. State checked. Oh, so there should be state checked and state enabled, which I guess I just need to do this. So there's state not enabled and state not checked, and then there's state checked and checked. There we go. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty. I mean, it motivates me to go to the class too. I think that's definitely the other point there too. Is it's like, oh, it's really kind of this. Yeah, definitely other motivation to kind of go, right, in general. So, but so need using var checked default equals a color dot gray disabled color. Need to find a way to get this color out of Android somehow. Probably just messing around too much in here, but at least if I go away on holiday, then someone could potentially try to do this. Let's see. Yeah, if you have like MSDN, you can get a bunch of stuff, some extra classes. You know, at least you can go through the free content and start a trial and go through. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing is start a trial, sign up for some stuff, see how you like it, you know. You know, they'll be around for the next month or so. The holidays are starting to come up, you know what I mean? But that's about it. I mean, for me, it just kind of depends on where you're at in your career and what you're looking for. So for me, it was definitely a motivation because I wanted to learn more. I wanted to do more, but you could definitely go through a lot of the free trial stuff and just kind of go through it as much as possible. So there is the trial of it, and then you can go month to month, so you could always see like, oh, I want to see how a month is, right? So afterwards, and try to go that route. That's probably a pretty good route to go just in general. So might be something to try out. So, oh, did I mess that up? I did. Oh gosh darn it, how did I mess that up? Well, that's good. This one's good. Nice. Okay, so that's good. I think I need to do... I'll probably make this the same. I have free Azure credits. That's always good. Hey, Decryptor, how's it going? Oh, I think if I do these first, I think if I do... Yeah, not positive. Someone's gonna have to review these these color state lists. I wish there was a default and then I could just loop into it and see what the defaults are, but I need to figure out how to get the I don't know how to detect if I'm in light theme or dark theme. I think that's another thing I need to do. That's good. Let's see if I broke this thing. I broke it. How did I break it? It's funny because I broke one thing and then I didn't break this other thing. So like I did that. How did I break the color? I think maybe I need to do this. think I need to do that. It's like there's a series of events that have to happen. It's so state checked, state focused, state checked, state focused, checked, checked. False true, false true. I hate stateless. Enabled, selected. I know, me too. It's very chill. Oh, it is the happy station. We can go. Let's see here. I somehow broke my color. So I like how I had everything working and then I broke it. So that's good. I wonder if... I wonder if I didn't need this. I wonder if it's just enabled. Oh. Freeze in Visual Studio. Checkbox. States. Checked focus. Checkbox app compat state list. Yeah, it's almost, this is like the better way of doing it, but enabled, checked. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Let's see here. App compatible ends. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's state enabled, false, and then state checked. Okay. Then I should have state enabled, state checked. Then state enabled. And everything else. which is okay. Jeez. So these are the checked, enabled or disabled. So this one we want checked. This could be a disabled color. Up, 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 up. Then we want this one unchecked but enabled, and then everything else so or disabled. And I'm pretty sure that what we want let's see. Oh, the first one is disabled, so that should be reversed. There we go. Okay, so disabled and checked is the disabled color, but it's really not the disabled color. What this one should be is probably resources.get drawable, and it needs to use compat resources get color. Interesting. I think it's resources dot get drawable. Oh, it's not. It's going to be inside of resource dot drawable dot abc beat button to button check. No, it's not there. Oh, come on. Huh. How come that doesn't exist? Where is it at? Yeah, I'm looking at this code, and he says that there's a disabled, but I do not see it. I don't know what the checkbox material. Maybe it's just that one.
That's what I'm talking about right here.
Tint checkable. I wonder if this is the default checkable. Instead of there's accent checkable, tint button checkable. All right, I'm just gonna leave this as disabled and see if this works for now. Light gray. It's definitely not the material color we want, but Ideally, this is checked and disabled, enabled and checked, enabled and unchecked because it's the opposite, and then the other one. Okay, let's see. People still hanging out. 16 people hanging out. I appreciate that. Hanging out. Trying to get this working. Like I had it working and then I broke it, so that's good. It's always good. I hate Android color state so much. Nope. Why? This still works, so that's good. Why doesn't that work?
Black magic.
Now, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Array of an array. Well, so a color state takes an array and of array. I wonder if I don't know how to do this in the code behind. So color state list, Android. I think I messed this up because this is an array, but this is a multi-array. Android color state list code behind. Pragmatically, there we go. Enabled, disabled, unchecked, pressed. This is correct. Let's try them in a different state. So if you don't set checkbox. Yeah, that's definitely not correct. Unchecked, checked. I wonder if I can just do that. So unchecked, checked, everything else. Unchecked, checked, everything else. That's really specific. Where are you setting the oh, I'm setting, oh my god. I commented it out because I was testing it. I was up really early this morning, so cool. That was great. That's cool. That's cool. Nice. So let's go ahead and put this back in where I set the states and actually get it to work. So that was awesome. Yay. Thank you. I would have just spent like hours just trying to get that to work. So, I mean, I want to be very specific. It's like not enabled and checked, enabled and checked, enabled, but unchecked, and then everything else. Amazing. Let's see. I think this might be correct now. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that is amazing.
Nothing is impossible.
We didn't even start UWP yet. Just only do an Android. Only do an Android. Cool. Let's try is enabled. Cool. 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 We did it. We did it, people. Yay.
Nothing is impossible.
Do you know how I feel about color stateless?
This is enough to scare me to go update my LinkedIn profile and look for another job.
That's exactly how I feel right now. All right, let's check this in. Fast renderers only. Update to fast renderer for Android. Implement checked and unchecked colors. Whoop whoop. Whoop 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 whoop. Don't need to change anything here. This is for me. Okay. Change that back. I don't think it does support that. Let's stage. Well done. We did it. We did it.
But unlike Chris, I'm not a command line guy. I love that warm, fuzzy feeling of my IDE.
Ooh, I got some bits. I got some 100 bits. I like that. Yay. You know what we should also do is probably do an unchecked color here. And then we should probably make sure that we do an unchecked color. Unchecked. So this will be checked color. I don't know why I'm doing it in the diff. James, stop doing this in the diff. Close all. Okay, oh, it's right here. So unchecked. Bits all day. Rename unchecked. Container. Checked. Color. Oh. Right. Then unchecked. This will do. Let's do pink. Now let's try this. Then we can do this. Can be staged. Oh, Can't stage it while it's building. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know about this EDM station. Hype. I don't know what epic is. Happy. Hype. Let's see what I got going on over here. Extreme workout beats. I like that. All right, let's see if this does it. I'm ready. My body is ready. Checkbox. Check. Uncheck. Unchecked color. No. Oh. Okay, so it's close. Good thing we're testing this. So I kind of moved it back to a interesting. Huh. That's correct. Huh. Maybe that. Maybe I have to actually specifically do that. Yeah. It's very hype. Very hypey. Hype music. I don't know about hype music. Not enabled, checked, enabled, checked. Let's do unchecked. No. Well, how is that even, why is it there? It's like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 hold the phone. Again. Unchecked color. Gotta set the unchecked color. I'm going crazy. I am going crazy. I'm also mad that my emoticons are not on yet. Oh, wait. Are they there? James M. Ugh. Someone should test to see if the emoticons are there or not. You might have to refresh the page. So it would have to be a sub, though. It had to be a subscriber. Gotta be a sub. Gotta get those. That should be the code. I can't specify my code, which really sucks. In general. I'm curious. I am curious. How do I test it? Whoa. Oh, snap. Mooch. Ah. Approved. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, cool. Ha 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 ha. It works. It works. It super works. We did it. We did it. We crushed the code. We crushed it. We crushed it. We crushed the code. Crushed the code. Crushed the code.
It should also read that I crushed it from 2013 to present.
Yes, indeed. Check it in. Check it in. Check it in. What's this? Check it in. No, it was a big day. It was a long day. Long day. Yeah, absolutely. I'm here every Friday and Saturday. Not next week. Next week I'm on holiday, so I will not be around, but I will be around the week after. Of course. So let's see here. So let's make sure this is here. That's it. I just removed that. Going on holiday. Going on holiday. Cool. Boom. I wonder how... So now what we can do is we can come back to here. And we can say close to the right. We could say... Now addressed, comment, resolve comment, right, and I also did, let's edit this. Yeah. Let's see here. That's good. All right, cool. Shane, take a look at the latest Android code and let me know what you think. I'm curious how far off the UWP implementation would actually be to do. Let's take a look here. So if I look at iOS is going to be the hard one. I got to self-draw it, but at least with those colors, that'll be really, I guess, easy to kind of implement at some level. That's there. So I'm kind of excited for that. And I can inherit some of the default colors from the switch because they're very similar controls. So the outline and the disabled and those different colors I should be able to get. I hope. There's platform. So UWP should have... Oh, all the renderers are just in it. That's cool. So we have a switch renderer, which is what I was going to copy, because it seems as if that is the easiest one to do. So this would be a checkbox renderer. Checkbox renderer. Checkbox, and this will be a probably is a checkbox, but this should be a using Windows checkbox equals windows.ui.xaml.controls.checkbox. checkbox. So Windows checkbox. Ba-dum. Checkbox. Checkbox. Create a new this. Is it really toggled? No, it's not. It's not. It's be checked. Toggle switch on content. Is checked. I don't know if I have to. I don't know what these things are. I'm gonna comment this out for now and see. Checked color, unchecked color. Is checked, is checked. Okay, cool. So let's drop this down. This will be my checkbox. Box, dot. Prevent gesture bubbling. Is checked property. Boom. I wonder if there is a color. Like, how do I set the is checked? UWP. I wonder if you can even set it. UWP checkbox color. How to change the checkbox's color. Oh my gosh. Holy bananas. Ooh, skip. XAML code. Let's just see if this thing this works out of the box. Let's see. That'd be pretty great if I just kind of got a base implementation in. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to whatever that is. Whatever that just happened. I think it is this. Like, there's a slider style in here. I bet that this handles all of that stuff. That's gross. When XAML goes too far. I mean, I thought the Android stuff was bad, but yeah. Rough. Well, you know, we'll figure it out when that time comes, or I just won't support it because I don't know. That's what first run. But let's go into the oh, see, they have a stepper control, and those have all these things. Holy bananas! Oh, those are custom controls, so I'm not sure. I'd have to ask the team how they do that, but. Stepper render. What I wanted to see is here's this one. It's going to be the export. I don't know if it actually matters. So there's a checkbox. here we go. So this was only on Android. I could do Android or... These are the forwarders. Oh, I don't have any. I wonder if that just works. Let's take a look. That'd be really easy if I just literally implemented that in like a second. Control gallery. Let us see. I also didn't do the cell, I guess, but yeah. Whoa, okay. Look at that checkbox. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's actually like all the way big. It's interesting. The width. Guess it should be, I don't know how that works, but it's definitely there. Cool. Look how small it is. Scale view is checked. Oh, it's not getting the events. Oh, that's true. I also have to do a... Because there's checked and unchecked state. That's funny. I'll be relatively happy if I just get this bit and piece in here and just like, all right, that's good enough. There we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Cool. Now we're looking good. Well, that's cool. You can just do next. Cool. All right. Boom. That's easy enough. I can do these three. Initial UWP implementation. No colors yet. Boop. All right.
It should also read that I crushed it from 2013 to present.
All right. I feel pretty good for the day on my streams. Feeling solid. Let me see what's happening over here on my checks. All right. At the end of the day, remember,
Nothing is impossible.
Today was a good
and today was a good day. We basically crushed Android. I feel relatively positive about those states. I feel pretty good about them. I feel like we're in a relatively good place in life, just in general. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out with me all day. Thanks for the new subs and the bits and the follows and all the things in life. I'll be back tomorrow morning with some Signal R Saturday. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. About 90 minutes of Signal R Saturday coming up in the morning. But until then, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I wonder if anyone else is coding or doing anything. We can raid them. Let's take a look in the channel / James. Then I get there via software development. There's me coding. Sometimes it's like, oh, I wonder if there's anyone doing Raid the Visual Studio recast. There's me. Hello. Thanks, Ancient Coder, for hanging out. Appreciate it. I think we're just going to kind of close out today. High fives all around. High fives, high fives. It's looking good. Well, thanks for everyone for chilling. Until next time, bye.